Hello all. How's gonna yes learning? In our previous chapter, you have learned about all the electricity concept. If still some concepts are not clear, then go to the link given below in description. So let's continue with heating effect of electricity. So first of all, before starting, we should know why we are studying heating effect in this chapter. For example, we see number of appliances gets heated after switching on for longer time. So here we can see that there is a connection between heating effect and electricity. Let's understand the heating effect and its relation with electricity. This is given by Joule, so that it is also known as Joule's law. When the electric current passes through a resistor, it becomes hot because of the electric energy spent or electric work done in moving the charges is converted into heat energy. In simple language, when we talk about heating energy, heat energy or heating effect of any electric appliances, that means what? Electrical energy is converted into heat energy and light energy or heat energy only, right? After that, James Prescott Joule gave the law on heating effect of current, so that it is also known as Joule's law. It states that the heat produced in a resistor is directly proportional to the square of the electric current for a given resistance. That means these 3 points are most important for its derivation, so that remember one thing, that when we talk about heat energy, it is directly proportional to the square of electric current for a given resistance. Second one is what? Heat energy is directly proportional to the resistance for a given current and time for which the current flows through a conductor. Heat energy is also directly proportional with the time, right? Now, at first we see why is this so. Let's understand it's practically. If you connect a charger, for example, if you connect a charger for 10 minutes in situation first, you will find it doesn't get heated, but now connect your charger for longer time, say 1 hour or 1.5 hour, or you will get now feel that it gets much more heated. So increasing time will also increase the heating effect. Second one, when we talk about resistance, resistance works as friction. So when these friction force resist current to flow, its heating effect is also increased due to friction. As you very well know that friction or rubbing two material causes heat. And for current, let's see, we take current in its square form. Here you can see that the when the we get equation, H is directly proportional to I square, H is directly proportional to R, and H is directly proportional to T, right? So by these law, when we add three of these equations, we will get here H is equals to I square RT. You can see we are taking here square of electric current. Why we take it in square form? In normal appliances, when we take normal current, it doesn't get heated as much as in the heating appliances, because in the heating appliances we use nichrome, tungsten, which have already high resistance. This larger of heat is required for heating appliances, and that is only provided when we square the amount of current. So we will get the derivation of heating effect as H is equals to I square RT. After that, what is electric energy? Electric energy means what? Electric energy means it exists resistance to flow of current. Work has to be done in order to maintain the flow of current. So potential difference V, we are assumed a potential difference as V is the work done to carry unit positive charge from infinity to a point. The work done to carry a charge Q is given by W is equals to QV. But when we talk about current, that means charge flow per unit time, and we just derive it as I is equals to Q by T. And when we transpose it, we will get here the value Q is equals to IT. Just put the value of Q in equation 1. You will get here a W is equals to ITV, right? But according to Ohm's law, V is equals to IR, V is directly proportional to I, and when we put their constant R is the resistance. So when we take the value V is equals to I and put the value in the work done or electrical energy, W is equals to ITV, we will get here W is equals to I square RT. W is equals to heat energy, right, for heating effect or for heating appliances. So that we will get here again I square RT, or when we put here I's value, we will get V square T by R. This also proves the Joule's law of heating. So when we take toaster, iron, electric stoves, heat convectors, use this type of energy. Tungsten filament is a pure metal used in incandescent lamp, operates at a temperature of 2700 degrees centigrade. Both heat and light energy are evolved from this lamp. Electric power. What is electric power? Electric power means the rate at which electric energy is consumed is called electric power, or work done upon time. Work done in per unit time is also known as power. Power is represented as P. So work done means W upon T. P is equals to W by T, and we know that W is equals to VIT. So when we put the value of W, we will get here as the electric power VIT upon T. T and T will be cancelled out, so that P equal to VI, right? By Ohm's law, again you have to put here the value V is equals to IR. So we will get here P is equals to I square R, or V square by R, or QV by T. Now power is expressed in joule per second or watt, right? When 1 ampere current, current's unit is what? Ampere. So when we take its unit form, 1 ampere current is passed through a resistor of 1 ohm, the heat energy produced is 1 joule. Energy is measured in joule, right? If this flow is maintained for 1 second, the power consumed is 1 watt. Its commercial unit is what? इलेक्ट्रिक पावर की जो कमर्शियल यूनिट है, व्हाट इज इट? किलोवाट आवर. इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड एज kWh is the commercial unit for electrical energy. So we can calculate 1 kilowatt hour equal to 1000 watt hours. If two resistors are connected in series, the combinations of circuits, we know very well that what are they? They are series combination and parallel combination. And in series combination, we just take simple addition of resistance, right? So when we take or when we have to calculate its power consumed at that time, if two resistors are connected in series, the ratio of the power consumed is P1 by P2 is equals to R1 by R2, right? But when the two resistors are connected in parallels, the ratio of power consumed is P1 by P2, or R2 upon R1. It's why? Because of in parallel combination, we just add it in its inverse ratio, right? Then commercial unit of power, as I told you that kilowatt hour is the commercial unit for electrical energy, right? And 1 kilowatt hour is measured as 1000 watt hour, and when we convert it into joule, we will get here the value 3.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 joule. But some larger units of power are like 1 kilowatt, that means 1000 watt, and in its exponential form we will write it as 10 raised to the power 3 watts. 1 megawatt MW equal to 10 raised to the power 6 watts. And horsepower is the unit for power generally used in engineering industries, and 1 horsepower means what? 746 watts, 746 watts. After that, number of appliances which we see in our daily life, large number of electrical appliances whose working is based on heating effect, that are electric heater, safety fuse, electric iron, electric welding, electric lamp, electric room heater, mosquito repellent, microwave oven, electric kettle, electric geyser, and all. The most important notes for these heating effects are what? Tungsten, as I told you previous in our previous slide, that what? Tungsten filament of an incandescent lamp operates at a temperature of 2700 degrees centigrade. In this case, electrical energy is converted into both heat and light energy. And in electrical appliances like electric motor, generator, transformer, etc., heating effect of electric current is highly undesirable. So till now I hope you all understand all the concepts here. So